Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the global data behind merit-based visas to uncover what's actually driving petition outcomes. We're going to break down some recent expert analysis that totally strips away the rumors and gets right down to the hidden mechanics of how these high-stakes applications are truly evaluated.
Does your country of origin determine your petition's success? Look, we've got to ask this critical question right off the bat, right? Because it addresses the absolute core anxiety for so many highly skilled professionals out there who are watching these declining approval rates. But as we unpack this expert analysis, I think you're going to see exactly why this anxiety is built on a pretty massive misunderstanding of the data.
Section 1. The macro landscape. Backlogs and declines. Over 80,000. That is the massive backlog of pending merit-based cases just sitting there, waiting for adjudication right now. That's literally tens of thousands of highly skilled professionals stuck in a holding pattern. But here's the thing, this number isn't just a frustrating delay. It's actually a mechanical driver that fundamentally alters how the entire processing system works.
So, what does a backlog like that actually do to the system? Well, it demands manpower. High backlogs lead directly to an influx of newly trained adjudicators. And the expert analysis highlights a really crucial human element here. New reviewing officers are temporarily much stricter. Because they lack experience, they rely super heavily on rigid initial guidance, which means your petition is increasingly likely to land on the desk of a much less flexible evaluator.
And honestly, you can see the impact of that strictness right away in recent global approval rates. We're looking at 36% for EB2 NIW and 53% for EB1A. Now, I know these macro-level trends look super intimidating, but they absolutely do not tell the whole story. They're just a really broad brushstroke on a much more complex canvas.
Which brings us to Section 2, the statistical illusion, decoding country success.
Okay, so this country success indicator that everyone talks about, it's literally just a ratio of total cases approved to total cases received within a specific window of time. The catch? Quarterly receipts and approvals don't perfectly overlap. An approval you see today might actually be from an application filed 2 years ago. So this metric is deeply flawed if you're trying to use it to predict the future. It's really just a proxy for group history, definitely not a crystal ball for your individual destiny.
Now, when you apply that proxy to the real world, sure, clear patterns pop out. Certain demographics statistically overperform, places like Japan, Italy, and the UK. On the flip side, demographics like Venezuela, Brazil, and Pakistan tend to underperform the global average. When you see that, it is so easy to just assume there's some kind of demographic bias at play, right? But the expert analysis reveals that assumption is entirely backward. You've absolutely got to separate macro-level trends, which are just statistical averages based on group data, from micro-level probabilities, which actually look at the individual merits and the structural strength of a single petition. Your individual chance of approval is completely divorced from your nation's statistical performance. You're being judged as a professional, not as a statistic.
Section 3. The hidden variables. The rushed petition trap. This is where the analysis gets really fascinating. Look at this cause and effect chain. Geopolitical instability in a home country creates immense pressure, right? That pressure forces applicants to basically panic and rush their preparation. This inevitably yields weakened petitions that just lack solid evidence. And guess what? Those get rightfully denied. So those lower national averages, they're really a symptom of environmental pressure, not some kind of evaluator bias. So the big takeaway here is actually incredibly empowering. The data simply reflects historical preparation quality and geopolitical pressure. Adjudicators are not utilizing demographics to discriminate against anyone. The numbers are literally just mirroring the stability of the applicant's environment during the preparation phase.
All right, Section 4, the true determinants. Strategizing beyond the statistics.
Forget the passport for a second. According to deep expert analysis, there are 3 definitive factors that actually dictate your petition's outcome. It's individual profile strength, meticulous petition packaging, and adjudicator experience level. Let's really examine these three engines of success.
First up is profile strength. This is your absolute foundation. We're talking about your objective merits, your professional qualifications, and the concrete national importance of your proposed endeavor. You've got to bring undeniable value to the table. But, as we know, raw material alone just isn't going to cut it.
Which brings us to factor number 2, petition packaging. Meticulous preparation and well-structured evidence. Remember that rushed petition trap we just talked about? Yeah, you want to avoid rushed submissions at all costs. You have to take the time to craft a perfectly argued, legally tight case that fully insulates you from any external pressures.
And finally, the third factor, adjudicator experience. Let's be real, this is the unquantifiable wild card. It's the luck of the draw regarding your assigned officer's tenure and training. And honestly, given that massive backlog and the huge influx of strict, newly trained officers we mentioned earlier, it makes factor number 2, your meticulous packaging, infinitely more critical. Your petition has to be strong enough to convince even the most rigid evaluator.
There's a great consensus among the experts on this that goes, high country statistics shouldn't breed complacency, and low statistics shouldn't breed despair. Your probability of success is entirely your own. I mean, an overperforming demographic isn't going to magically save a weak petition, and an underperforming demographic won't sink a brilliantly packaged one. Data reflects history, sure, but robust preparation dictates your future.
So, I'll leave you with this. Will you let broad macro statistics dictate your strategy, or are you going to focus on meticulous individual preparation? These expert insights really empower you to take total strategic control of the process. Ignore the noise of those broad averages and just focus entirely on structurally proving your unique merits. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep analyzing, keep preparing, and I'll see you next time.